This morning, the Africa Eco Race left Morocco for Mauritania. This was the chance for the remaining competitors to finally discover the mythical Mauritanian deserts, the stuff of so many dreams. As expected, a radical change in panorama, time for off-piste and sand. In total today, 172 kilometres of timed special for the Dakar to Benishab stage. Yesterday, the competitors were able to enjoy a rest day and the chance to fortify themselves before the week ahead. Rest for the drivers, but not so much for the mechanics, such as those in Team Solaris Racing Husqvarna.
Oh, hi. So today is rest day.
Like I say, for trying everything on the bikes, every balls, because now we have the more time for the feast, everything, and because all this day not have so much time, and now this rest day for the riders, they give on us more time.
おはようございます。いや、昨日良かったですね、河原さん、5位で。いや、もうむちゃくちゃ良かったです。
It's really nice graphic for Shinya, Japan style.
Ciao. Il giorno di riposo è per i piloti, per i meccanici invece è quasi doppio lavoro perché le moto c'è da fare più lavoro delle giornate normali, perché c'è da ripristinare per i prossimi 6 giorni le parti che vanno cambiate di usura, quelle cose lì.
今日は、休息日となっています。素晴らしいチームのおかげで、ここまで来れました。本当にメカニックの皆さんには、ハードワークをしてもらってます。すごく感謝してます。
And after rest day, all sights were set on Mauritania. An early start for all, and as always, the caravan passed through the border without a hitch.
Nous sommes à la frontière entre le Maroc et la Mauritanie et nous avons à simplement contrôler tous les véhicules pour lesquels on a donné une carte sur le bateau et cette carte est appairée au passeport du pilote de manière à ce qu'on puisse contrôler que le véhicule est bien sorti du Maroc.
On est au poste frontière de PK55, donc l'entrée entre le Maroc et la Mauritanie, donc la frontière maroco-mauritanienne. Et actuellement, on est sur la dernière partie du passage frontière, c'est-à-dire le contrôle de police. Mais avec la belle collaboration du pays et de la Mauritanie avec nous, l'organisation, toutes les formalités se feront au bivouac de Benishab. Donc là, c'est simplement un émargement sur la liste de la caravane.
The big loss of the day was for the defending champion. This morning, Jacopo Ciruti started with motocross tyres, but at kilometre 120, the Italian's rear tyre blew out. 30 kilometres later, the Aprilia rider stopped to take the whole lot off and finished the last 22k of the special on the rims. He lost precious minutes to Bouchuri. Could this risky strategy have cost him the victory in Dakar? He finished the day in 26th. It was an unusual day for Nicolas Charlier. After his superlative performance on Saturday, the Belgian's entry to Mauritania was marked by the first time opening a stage, which led to a little bit of stress.
On en a discuté pendant la journée de repos dans
We
le team.
talked about it with the team during the rest day. It's true that often during rest day something happens because we feel fresher. We want to set off quicker. Especially me, I won 2 days ago. I could easily have tried to do it again. But I wanted to stay calm and be safe. The race is still long, and I arrived today with bike and body intact. That's the most important. Nicolas finished 40th this windy Monday and is 9th in the GC. The great thing about the Africa Eco Race is that there are always stories and surprises. every day, such as the Japanese rider Shinya Fujiwara. He left 51st this morning and rode through the pack and the Mauritanian sands into a mighty 4th place and a first moto extreme rider. Named after the great Jarno Saarinen, this man started as a motocross rider. Jarno Dussonia shares his father's love of Yamaha and in 2022 moved to rally racing. He's improving all the time, and today the Italian was 3rd and 1st of the rookie riders by Acerbis. Paul-Anders Ullevalseter has not been at the Africa Eco Race since 2022, but the Norwegian veteran hasn't lost his touch. With 25 Africa Eco Race stages to his name, he used his experience to finish 2nd from a starting position of 38th. The big winner of the day is the Italian Alessandro Botturi, setting off in 37th position. The 2-time rally winner from 2019 and 20 won the stage today, his 3rd of the race and his 15th in the Africa Eco Race. But above all, he is back on top of the GC. It was the first stage in Mauritania. It was just a little leg stretcher. The real Mauritanian stages start tomorrow. Something huge has happened with Ceruti. I'm top of the GC. I don't know what happened to Jacopo. I only saw he was on his bike and slowing down. I don't know what happened. Another interesting stage result today for our first day in Mauritania. Botturi ahead of Paul-Anders Ullevalseter and Jarno Dussonia, who was also first rookie rider. In the GC, Alessandro Botturi takes a lead of 15 minutes 30 over Jacopo Ceruti. Guillaume Born moves up into 3rd. First Motul Extreme rider is Guillem Martinez Boronat. There was also a big loss in the car truck SSV category. Thomas Rudnicek was spotted at kilometre 120 with thick smoke coming out of his bonnet. The stage was over for him after having won on Saturday. He came back to bivouac on the sweeper truck. The first SSV of the day is Dutch, driven by Martijn van den Broek. 15th last year at the Dakar, he decided to come to Africa this year after having done the Rallye de Maroc and the Morocco Desert Challenge. He was 4th today. For the first time this edition, a truck has made it onto the podium. It's the giant Iveco of William van Groningen. This Dutchman is back to the Africa Eco Race after being at the Dakar. Good choice. He came in 3rd today. She is quietly consistent, this driver. 3rd in the first stage, 3rd on the 5th, and regularly in the top 5. Magdalena Zions finished today, once more on the podium, this time in 2nd. It was a crazy stage. First of all, we took 6 or 7 hours to get to the start. Then we drove for about 200 kilometres in the middle of nowhere in the desert. We saw nothing at all. Just go, go, go. Incredible wide open spaces. Just incredible. Benoît Fretin made the most of the first day in Mauritania to expand his overall lead. He won his 4th stage completely in control. No major issues with his co-pilot Cédric Duplay, who brought them home easily to the finish line. Honestly, I didn't find the navigation that difficult. We could see the bike tracks. Without that, we would still have been okay. We've had nothing but huge open spaces for 3 days. I hope we're going to see something different in Mauritania. That would be good. In the rankings today, another win for Benoît Fretin with 3 minutes and 11 seconds over Magdalena Zions. First truck is Van Groningen in 3rd. In the GC, Benoît Fretin stays the leader and now almost with 4 hours ahead of his nearest rival, the SSV of Martijn van den Broek. Pierre Lefay's SSV is 3rd. On the menu today for the historic category, a tasty ZR of 60 kilometres and a navigation zone of 30. A taster because it's ahead of the long one tomorrow, one of the longest ZRs in the history of regularity rallies. And today, despite a nasty virus they've had for a few days, Hélène Granterie and Séverine Arnaud made it onto the 3rd step of the podium. In second place, Eric and Tom Claes. A year ago in Dakar, Eric Claes couldn't have dreamt of a better way to celebrate his 70th birthday than to win the first edition of the Africa Eco Race Classic category alongside his son Tom. He dedicated the win to his late brother Willie, with whom he competed in the Dakar in 2002. This year, Eric and Tom are back on African soil and back in the historic category because the regularity is in the blood. It's a combination of speed and intelligence. In regularity, we don't drive with our right foot. We drive with our brains. That's what I love. Anyone can put their foot down and drive at top speed. But in regularity, you have to be really precise. You need to be precise, yes. What is also somewhat particular about this Belgian team is their vehicle, the 1978 Land Cruiser. Back in the day, it was Eric's wife's everyday car and is 100% an original. Clearly, it has been modified slightly, allowing the whole family to take part in this incredible rally. It's a question of family. This is the family car. We bought it new. It's nearly 40 years old. My wife has almost always driven it, and I race it. It's an original car, the same paint job, the mats inside are original. We've never changed the gearbox. The axles are original. Everything is original. An original car that allowed Eric and his son Tom to finish second in the historic category, just behind Kurt Dujardin, who wins his first stage after 4 second places in Morocco. The rankings show that Kurt Dujardin wins his first day in Mauritania, followed by the Claes father and son team. Peter Lehmann's Porsche is fourth. In the GC, Eric Claes stays on top with 1,112 points ahead of Kurt Dujardin. Fabrice and Magali Morin complete the podium. That's it for today. Tomorrow, the serious business of the Mauritanian stages begin with the 7th stage. 392 kilometres of time special with sands, dunes, demanding navigation and increasing temperatures. We'll leave you, for now, as always, with some of the day's best images. Bye-bye.